setup time. Whew. I'm waiting for people to join the live stream. Baby girl, I'm finna rock you. Sticky. Hold up, I am going to go turn on my PS5 real quick. So, yeah. Baby girl, I'm finna rock you. Sticky. It's getting sticky. It's getting caught that sticky in this sticky situation. Sticky. Currently, right now,
Is she with people or like near any civilization at all? It looks like they just threw her into a frozen wasteland. How's that a help? She can't be the queen from there. No one will ever find her there. Not even us. We lost her.
What about me? Where are you sending me? Nowhere yet. First you must go through state transformation.
The crazy thing is, they never mention this in the movie, but there are so many princesses in this program. There's gotta be like 100 just in this base, like getting ready to be sent to a different location. Is there some kind of like world war going on? Why are there so many princesses? I don't even think there's that many princesses in the world. How many princesses are Google at? Okay, well this article says meet all the official princesses of the world, and there's 51 photos, each of one princess. So I'm guessing there's like 51 princesses in the world. Most of them. They're all in danger. This is a terrifying world they live in. So Rosalina's not sold on this thing right away. She's like, this is weird. In my head, I'd be thinking you guys obviously aren't doing a verb with literally every princess in the world is under attack. Maybe be a little more proactive with your approach instead of only helping after a spear has already been thrown at the princess.
Princess, I'm sorry, but General Kane has taken control of your country and assumed command of its government.
But I must go back.
And you will, as soon as we find a legal way to remove him.
A legal way to remove him? He tried to kill the princess. How about arrest him?
General Kane is hoping to contact her, so we'll know where to find her.
What if he does find me?
Make an example of you by sending you to prison or a work farm.
Oh my god, this is so dark. Remember when Demi's character in Camp Rock just wanted to rock Camp Rock? In this movie, she's like, I hope my mom and I don't die in a work camp.
You're going to camp
Work.
What?
Lucky for Rosie, she's not getting sent to Ant like that one girl. She's getting sent to high school. That's my impression of probably what the trailer for this movie said.
Who are you? Rosie. Okay, so what are you doing here? Oh, Major Mason gave me this room.
That's Rosie is sent to live with General Mason at their house with Carter. And when Carter meets Rosie, she is very confused.
Major Mason gave me this room. He did, huh?
Carter, I didn't have a choice. She doesn't trust anybody but me.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
I'm pretty confused about this guy's role. He's like a general in the Princess Protection Program, and he's never helped protect a princess before. Either way, Carter is not taking kindly to this whole hanging out with a princess thing.
You have made other sleeping arrangements? Look, the room is not it's ours. We share it.
She's pretty cold to her immediately. See, if that was me, I'd be... I want to be friends with her, alright? This is like that show Undercover Boss. They all
Oh my god.
protect a princess before. Either way, Carter is not taking kindly to this whole hanging out with a princess thing.
You have made other sleeping arrangements? Look, the room is not yours. It's ours. we should.
She's pretty cold to her immediately. See, if that was me, I'd be being a lot nicer to the literal princess of a country, you know? She's got a lot of power, and if this whole coup doesn't go through, she's gonna become queen. And when she does, you're gonna wanna be, alright? This is like that show Undercover Boss. They always get like a gift at the end for being nice to the boss, if they're nice to the boss. But you know the entire time that she's the boss. Don't you think at the end of this whole thing, she's gonna be like, oh my god, thank you so much for helping me out. During my time living with you, I've learned how much worms mean to you. You're the worm girl, so I've had my people cultivate 1 billion worms just for you. Here they come. Here they come in a helicopter. Once Rosie gets settled in Louisiana, she stops acting like a normal person like she did when she was in her home country and starts acting like a robot. I guess that's just like the direction that Demi was given, how you're supposed to act like an awkward princess. Just act like a robot. Carter goes in to bring Rosie some pizza and she's just sitting on the bed like a robot that has entered low power mode. Now it's time for them to go to high school? They tell Rosie with like 2 minutes notice that she's going to high school today.
Don't be shy, Rosie. Grab whatever looks good.
Yeah. You coming? Where are we going? School. You're 16. You go to school.
You know, for an international military, age is super lax about a lot of the rules and details. Oh yeah, go ahead and eat whatever you want. Oh, by the way, you are going to high school for the first time ever in about 30 seconds. Stand out or they're gonna kill you and your mom. It kind of seems like they don't give these girls any training on how to survive in their new habitat. Makes me actually a lot more worried for that girl they'd put in Antarctica. Update on her at the end of the movie. She's just like frozen in the block of ice. They're like, yeah, we're still kind of working out the kinks of this program. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Okay, Rosie, you're going to high school for the... Don't stand out.
Would this be the queen?
Obviously not, Ed.
Maybe this is the queen.
Well, technically no. Not yet, anyway.
Great. She goes into the line at the cafeteria and she's like, I don't know what a hamburger is. And then sit down and eat the hamburger and she's like, I don't know how to eat a hamburger. This movie is mostly just Rosie sticking out like a sore thumb in a variety of fun and wacky ways because she's a princess and has never been to American high school. One day, Carter tries to get Rosie to do her worm counting chore. Screws that up.
Carter, what's Rosie doing in the bait shop?
Yours? Yeah.
Rosie.
I love that she's just laying perfectly still when they find her. At her face, she's like, I'm a worm now. I was a princess and now I'm a worm. The general will never find me here. She's more comfortable with the worms than she did in the cafeteria. She's like, oh yeah, I'm used to this. Worm time? Yeah, we used to do this all the time back in the castle, dude. We would get wet and slimy and our bones would get all squishy and we'd just slither around in the mud. Like a princess. Carter's still on getting along, so Rosie decides maybe to smooth things over, she can cook an uncooked meal for Carter and her dad. This does not smooth things over. It roughens things. Under.
What's all this?
A proper dinner. To thank you for helping with the mess that I made in your shop with bugs. Arroz con pollo a la fiore.
Wow.
Yeah, that sounds kind of fancy. Why don't we just...
Carter is so mean. This princess's mom might be dead. Eat her.
Would you like a roll?
You made rolls too? I had no idea.
Wow. Must be nice to play peasant for a day. Would you excuse me?
Excuse me, I'm gonna go order a hit on this apple.
You do not know me, Carter. No kidding. I'm from a small island nation called Costa Luna. Never heard of it. It is not on most maps.
It's not on most maps. If it's not even on maps, you can really blame Carter for not knowing you, right? She's like, you don't know anything about me. How dare you not know my country that there is literally no record of existing? Also, how small is the country? Because there's some pretty friggin' small countries out there, and they're still on maps. Is there like a dozen people in this country? This country is just her mom, and the general who's trying to kill both of them.
It is very small, very unimportant to large countries, but very important to me.
Yeah, I'm just sort of sentimental like that. The island nation that I was about to assume total control over is pretty important to me.
1 month before my coronation, our palace was attacked. Your father was very brave.
Could have been braver. Later on, Rosie actually starts to stand out, but in a good way. They're at a bowling alley, and I guess even though Rosie knows what burgers or worms are because she's a princess, apparently she's a freak at bowling. This part is confusing as hell. How is she so good at bowling? Just like her country national pastime? Also, why is it such a big deal? She gets 1 strike, which is something that like most people who have gone bowling have done at least once in their life. And the whole bowling alley starts clapping for her. Eventually, they're all like standing and clapping because she's doing such a great job. This means everything to them.